Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me for yet another upload. We are going to be discussing the case of Dylan Rounds today. We started this discussion last year when he went missing, but we are going to have an update actually today. So I haven't been able to put out an update video on Dylan because there really hasn't been any updates in this case. But if you're not familiar with the Dylan Rounds case, I will link below in the description my playlist for him. Basically, I just have a timeline video of his disappearance as of today. But before we get started on, the case coverage for today, I do want to tell you a little bit about Dylan, the victim. So Dylan Jamie Rounds went missing from his farm in Lucin, Utah on May 28th, 2022. His family leads the movement to really find answers to what happened to him. Dylan was born on August 1st, 2002 to Justin Rounds and Candace Cooley. He is the oldest of their three children who all grew up living the farming life. Dylan loved it. He had big dreams to own and operate his own large farm. In 2019, Dylan and his grandfather actually partnered on land in Lucin, Utah for Dylan to start working towards his dream. He spent 2 summers getting his land ready to farm, and in the spring of 2022, he was finally ready to plant his first crop. He worked late into the night on Friday, May 27th to get his seed planted before the rain came. Saturday, May 28th, in that morning, he spoke with his grandmother, and that would be the last time that anyone ever spoke to him again. So they did make an arrest in this case. They've always had a suspect in mind, more his parents, I think, than anybody. His parents have really been leading this crusade. They always had thought that it was James Brenner. He was a squatter that was living kind of off on the property, and him and Dylan had, kind of had back and forth a few words. So yesterday, which was the 3rd of March, they actually indicted him, and he's already in jail. So they went ahead, they charged him with 1 count of murder and 1 count of, I believe it was like abuse of a corpse. I'm going to read that for you guys. Aggravated murder and then abuse or desecration of a human body. So here is the legal paperwork for that. It just says at the top, who is the state of Utah versus James, Brenner, the plaintiff, and he is being charged with, and I won't read all of this out to you guys, but it just says count 1, aggravated murder right here, 1st-degree felony, in violation of Utah code. Second count 2 is going to be abuse or desecration of human body. It's a 3rd-degree felony. Down here is going to be the factual basis / probable cause statement. And this is going to be the reason what they had gotten together, what the police have collected throughout the investigation. And this is what's going to tell them why they are arresting and charging James Brenner with Dylan Rounds' death. It says here, the 19-year-old victim was reported as a missing person on or about May 30th, 2022. Sheriff's deputies, along with search and rescue crews, immediately got to work on efforts to locate the victim, but were unsuccessful. During the search, deputies discovered a pair of boots belonging to the victim nearby. One boot had a bloodstain that DNA analysis confirmed belonged to the victim, in addition to DNA belonging to the defendant. The victim's phone records were also obtained, which showed movements on the day of his disappearance on a remote property in Lucin where defendant was squatting. Phone data showed that the last signal from the victim's phone was at the Lucin pond, and a search of the pond led to the discovery of the victim's phone. A digital forensic download of the phone was conducted and led to the discovery of a time-lapse video with a timestamp taken at the time of the victim's disappearance. So there was a video taken of the time of the victim's disappearance, maybe by accident. The video showed defendant with blood stains on his arms and shirt as he is cleaning a gun. So apparently they found that on James Brenner's phone, maybe, is what I'm thinking. The shirt which defendant is wearing in the video was analyzed, and the victim's DNA was found on the shirt. Defendant was interviewed and made several claims that corroborated forensic evidence, in addition to making numerous demonstrably false statements. Despite a thorough investigation and extensive search, the victim's body was not recovered due to defendant removing and concealing it. So they're thinking right now that the victim's body may, in fact, Dylan's body may be in fact in a mined somewhere out there on the property that they can abandon mine. I guess there's hundreds of them out in that area where they can't search each one. Even if they could search them, they physically can't even get into them to search them. So with that being said, we may never have Dylan back, but I hope that for his family's sake that James Brenner does do the right thing and he does tell them where, Dylan can be found so that we can at least get Dylan home to his family. I do want to show you a quick video also. This is from the East Idaho News. They've really been following this case extensively. So I'm just going to show you a quick clip of that really quick so you guys will get just kind of what I said all in a video.
Hey everyone, good evening to you. I just wanted to come in here really quick and let you know there is some breaking news in the Dylan Rounds case. James Brenner, the man who was squatting on property near Dylan's farm out in Lucin, Utah, was charged today with murder, aggravated murder, and desecration of a body. Both of those are felonies in the state of Utah, where he has been in the Box Elder County Jail for quite some time, since the summertime. And officials officially charged him with aggravated murder today. Just got off the phone with Dylan's mom, Candace. She sent a statement, I believe, home. I hope that went through. If not, we have the full statement on eastidahonews.com. I just posted a story. So Brenner has been the key suspect in all of this. And he has a pretty violent history. We don't know the details surrounding what led to this alleged crime, but we do know that Dylan has not been found. His body has not been recovered. So that is a key part of this case that still needs to be solved. But with these charges being filed, police must be pretty sure that they have the evidence they need, or at least the prosecutor in Box Elder County, Utah. So we have a story again on East Idaho News. I'm actually out with my family, but I wanted to come on here and let you know that we are aware of the story. We have put it up. Candace, I think it's a sense of relief for her and her family, and they have been wanted me to pass along their thanks to you from them for all of your support, all of your prayers, as this case has been so perplexing since he disappeared in May. If you can believe it, it was Memorial Day weekend when he was last seen, when he last made that call to his grandmother, said he had to get the grain in the shed, it was going to rain, and then he vanished. And no sign of his wallet, no sign on his bank account, nothing like that. Some very weird and mysterious things happening, according to his family, in his trailer. Items that were gone and then reappearing. His truck was spotless, had been power washed. We have all the coverage. You can go back and watch it on East Idaho News from over the past year or so, and the interviews with their parents. So I'm gonna hopefully Candace and Justin Rounds will be able to come in and chat with me. We can do another interview early next week and get their perspective as this case moves forward. That's the latest. Thanks for watching.
Okay, I just wanted to actually, I wanted to go back there. I wanted to share a message from Dylan's mom. So Dylan's mother, she wanted to say, Justin and I would like to thank everyone for the support you have shown us as we focus on finding answers in the disappearance of Dylan. It says, Candace Coley, Dylan's mom, tells eastidahonews.com in a statement Friday. James Brenner has been listed as the official suspect since July 2022. The charges are based on solid evidence that has been released by Box Elder. Sorry. We ask you to continue your thoughts and prayers for justice for Dylan. Sorry about that. And that we can bring him home. And then it just tells you the story about Dylan and how, he went missing. And I went ahead and I did I did a timeline video a few months ago on this, so I will link that below, like I said. So if you guys want to check out the whole timeline and want to check out the whole story on Dylan Rounds, it is very, very interesting. I am very glad that this is kind of coming to some sort of closer to a resolution. At least we're going in the right direction for her family, Candace and Justin, and their children. My prayers are with them. If you guys enjoyed the video, or if you appreciate, the case coverage, at least today, I hope you'll consider subscribing and liking the video. That is all I have for you for an update, but I will keep a close eye out and I will try to see if Candace and Justin, they do an interview, they come out, they do say anything, I'm sure that they will. They've been very open about their son's disappearance and wanting help from people. So I'm sure that they'll be out there, to give us an update on how they feel about the arrest. So with that said, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment for engagement, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.